Hey, Scorpio, Intuitive Soul Coach here with your October 2024 career reading. Welcome back to my channel if you're returning, and welcome if you're new. If you're interested in a personal reading, signing up for the monthly newsletter, or entering into the free reading giveaway, you can find all of that information in the description box below the video. All right, bottom of the deck, we have a planner. So some of you are taking financial inventory in the month of October. You are taking a look at what needs changing, right? Some of you could even be into event planning, project managing. Maybe you're a professional organizer of some way, shape, or form. It's crucial that you do make a plan each day to make it count. And I feel like you could already know about some sort of event that's taking place here in the month of October, even into Scorpio season, because you also have growth here. You could be connecting with a new person. It says here, expect good money flow, a raise, or a new job offer. It's important to unlearn, to grow as rules continue to morph and change. Now, a lot of signs have been getting that message around growth. In fact, that same exact card saying it's important to unlearn the things that we have already learned to some degree, because everything is changing so drastically, and you could be delaying your growth by staying in old patterns, old paradigms, or old beliefs when you're meant to change and move forward. Six of Swords showing up in your recent past. So you may already be aware that there is change brewing and you're planning for it. Now, your main cards out here we have are manifesting, windfall, and retail. I like this manifesting card for you because it says you have all the tools that you need. It's the magician card basically in tarot. And I feel like you have the skills, you have the tools. There could be good fortune coming your way. An opportunity may come to you where you can showcase your talent. Yeah, so there may be a new offer where you're able to showcase your talent and really go all in, because some of you have been the victim of empty promises, or perhaps this could be a limiting belief that has held you back from a dream that you've had or a promise that maybe you told yourself. But we also have the windfall card showing up here. So I do see that some of you are about to receive a windfall or a pay raise. I just feel like this is a good energy, but you still could be fearing worst case scenario because you may have gone through some situations that have caused you to really struggle. And we have retail. So let's look at your first card out here. We have manifesting. You have the tools. The magician is someone who is a leader, someone who has talent, someone who's very skillful, very organized. He's an excellent communicator and very energetic. And I feel like you are entering into this phase where you're going to see productivity being rewarded, but you're also going to see the fruits of your labor paying off. And if they're not, you're really shifting the paradigm. You're shifting the way that you do things. I feel like you're looking at your schedule, the timing, what you invest in. I just feel like there's a lot going on, and it makes sense because we're entering Scorpio season. So this is the time that we do take big inventory with the growth card, and we take a look at what's working and what's not. The planner says it's crucial that you do plan. Some of you may be moving, you may be relocating, or you could even be putting out a resume. You can see here that it almost looks like she has a calendar out. So I feel like writing things down or jotting notes is going to be significant. I'm getting bullet points. You could be working with an accountant, a financial advisor, or looking over some sort of numbers and taking a look at your growth points versus lower points. Statistics is what I'm getting, or analytics of some sort. Now, we do have retail here. If you have an idea in mind, this is the green light. This is the green light saying, go for it. There is a need for it. People want what you have to offer. Consider careers in retail, e-commerce, whether in goods or services. This could be putting your business online. Maybe you do have a brick and mortar shop, but you're able to sell your products as well through Etsy or Amazon or wherever. I'm also getting ebook, Scorpio. Some of you could be writing a book or perhaps some sort of learning manual. I'm getting like a manual, or maybe this is a manual script. Save time and energy and add passive income, taking your business to the next level for those of you business owners out there. I do get something with e-commerce or looking at maybe alternative or unconventional ways to bring in income. You're planning something out, and this is big. This could also be a business plan, okay, a business plan. You may be contemplating selling a business, buying a business, or taking your business online. I like the manifesting showing up, good fortune coming soon. An opportunity may come to you where you are able to show people your skills, show people your talents, take it to the next level is what I'm getting here, Scorpio. And there's a windfall that's following that. If you take this calculated risk, I feel like it's going to pay off. You're about to receive a windfall. Perhaps you were waiting for a loan to come through. This could be a big increase in clientele. This could even be graduation where you're getting certified or graduating and you're able to expand upon your career, your money, your business. If you're dealing with a legal situation, I mean, that could be a windfall here as well. And I'm also getting luck. So some of you, you may enter into a drawing, you may get a pull tab or a scratch off, or you may buy a ticket. I just feel like you could be holding the winning ticket. Now, of course, don't rush out and go spend all your money on, a lotto ticket. But if that's something that, you may sign up for, I feel like you could get an unexpected surprise. Okay. There is a windfall showing up here for you as you are entering into more of a positive cycle of flow for your money here. Yeah, expect good money flow. I also feel for some of you, there has been healing that needed to take place. And that maybe you were in the planning stages because you were recovering from some sort of disappointment or job loss, financial setback. This could be foreclosure. It could have been a divorce. I just feel like there's been something in the past that had felt very unstable, and you had to grow. You had to learn how to rise above through some sort of dark time. But I feel like you're really coming up here in a new light. And I like where this is going because even though we have the Hermit showing up, the Hermit is about that deep soul searching. And you're really asking yourself the bigger question at this time, where does my happiness lie? What do I need to do to take a calculated risk? Who do I need to become in order to be, a successful business owner or successful within my career? What steps do I need to take? And I also feel like it's taking that first step, but not necessarily having all of the pieces in place, like figuring out all of the hows. The universe is going to open up the hows along the way, but the universe also responds to your steps. So for some of you, it may require you to take a solo path or go your own way. And I'm getting that song, Here I Go Again on My Own, Whitesnake, one of my favorites. And I feel like some of you, you are going forward on your own, but this could also be, if you've been on that path for quite some time, maybe this is about connecting with others, right? Perhaps this is about a community or a tribe, or you joining forces with someone else or a partnership here, because your outcome does talk about maybe another individual, company, organization, target market, or clientele involved instead of it just feeling like it's you. I feel like you're coming out of this period of doing a lot of that searching. And now there's going to be a choice. Do I continue to go my own way, right? Or do I branch off here and allow there to be some sort of partnership? So we have the Six of Coins crossing your path. It may feel like the reason why you've been isolated, maybe even singled out at times with that hermit, maybe even rejected, or you've withdrawn, or maybe even felt very isolated on your path. I feel like it's because things have been very one-sided, and you may have told yourself, I can just do it better on my own, or I don't need any help, or I can't rely on that individual or that company anyway. So it just feels like it's been an uphill struggle or battle that you've been fighting for, right? Fighting for by yourself. And I feel like there has been some sort of unbalanced taking, and that may have launched you in going in a different direction. Okay, going in a different direction. But I see here with the moon energy here, with the moon, which is water, and you are the element of water, Scorpio. I do see here that what was hidden from view, which is the fear that everything is going to be unbalanced or people aren't going to be able to support you or help you, there's some sort of enlightenment around that belief. Okay, that's why the moon is here, because some sort of fears are getting looked at. It's being brought to the subconscious awareness, to your conscious awareness, for you to really trust your intuition and take a look at this energy and rethink it, reevaluate, and maybe even reprogram. As the growth card says, it's important to unlearn, to grow as things morph and change. So if this is something you've learned, if it's been conditioned based on experiences, we tend to default back onto, that conditioning. And I see you really reevaluating it here and saying, wait a second, even though I've been on this path and I've been going it solo, perhaps there's another option. I shouldn't immediately shut down to, maybe some sort of help or support. It doesn't always have to be one-sided. And because you've been burned in the past doesn't mean that has to be the present. All right, Scorpio, bottom here, foundation. It almost feels like you may have thought you were wasting your time in a job that didn't fulfill you, or maybe it wasn't paying you what you knew you were worth. With the Queen of Coins in reverse, Queen of Coins can even be not focusing on the resources that were available to you. Now, the Queen of Coins, when she's in the upright, she has a plethora of resources at her fingertips, not just money. So many times when we think of abundance or resources, we think it's just money, but it's not. We have resources at our fingertips. We have knowledge. Knowledge is power. We can learn anything that we want these days. We can ask for help. We can create a community. We can, we have more choices now than ever before. And I feel like a big part of this Queen of Coins is maybe even thinking in a non-traditional way or an unconventional way, because when she's in the upright, she's very business savvy. She's very traditional. She's very frugal and nurturing. She's someone who's stable and secure with who she is. But I feel like there has been a situation that disheartened you in some way, and it had you questioning. It really had you questioning, is this my path? Do I have what it takes? Will I ever make more? Whatever it is here. And I feel like that's what's changing. That's what's growing. It's like you're growing out of that mentality. You're growing up out of that instability in some way, shape, or form. And you're moving on. In the recent past, we have the Six of Swords. Some of you have already moved on from maybe the Five of Swords. Okay, Five of Swords can be someone taking advantage of you. It can be selfishness. It can be manipulation, deceit. It can be conflict, arguing, ego. It's basically victory through dominance or control, or someone winning at all costs. And I feel like you're not having that. You're saying, I know that I was heartbroken. And the reason why I say I know you've gone through it is because in your hopes and fears, you have the Three of Swords in reverse. So typically we don't have the Three of Swords unless we've gone through a situation that has been very, very challenging, trials and tribulations, very disheartening or disappointing, or taken advantage of in some way. So it's showing up in your reading, but as a fear. Okay, so it's not showing up as the present energy. And I feel like you're moving on from it. At least that's your hope. And the hope is to inspire a new spiritual path. It's change instead of feeling like you're looping back around and you're in this never-ending revolving door of instability and, you know, money going out one end, and it's like going out just as fast as it's coming in, and I feel like it's sometimes not enough, or it just feels limited. We want you to get into that unlimited potential. And I feel like that's part of the growth. That's part of this mindset. That's why you have manifestation and windfall showing up here for you, Scorp. Now, Six of Swords is about moving on, endings. It is trust, hope, and healing for a new path moving forward. And I feel like there's help here. There's resources here. There are new ways of doing things, but sometimes we say, you know, nope, I got it. I can do it myself, or I'm not going to accept that hand because you're just going to want something in return, or it's not going to be beneficial, right? You're going to take advantage. So if you have that mindset of, all right, here I go again on my own, even though it's a great song, it may not be the best mentality for you at this time, because with your outcome, I feel like there could be a divine partnership coming in here that really helps you build a sense of stability here in the physical world. And it's going to be a choice that you make, right? You can stay on this path, here I go again on my own, where it's a singular energy, which that's fine. But I see that you also are sick and tired of doing everything on your own, right? Some of you are sick and tired of being sick and tired, and you're planning for something new, and you want to work with people who honor you, respect you. I scratch your back, you scratch mine. We're in this together. If that's been the case, what's coming in here is the Five of Wands in reverse, resolving conflict. When the Five of Wands in reverse is, you know, avoiding drama. It is other people involved. It may be competition. It could be adversity. It could be group think, where everyone, you know, it has the same motive in some way. But I feel like you're rising above the competition here. You really are. There's something about resolving conflict or adversity, or accepting the roles that other people play, and how can you use the strengths of others to kind of compensate for maybe this energy's weakness. So it's finding that balance instead of it being so many cooks in the kitchen that you're creating a recipe for disaster, right? How can you sprinkle a little bit of your own sauce, right? Or your own seasoning, your own touch into something that really could build into a lot of abundance here. And if other people are sticking their nose into your business, try to do your best this month to just step away from that drama, or maybe keep something on the lowdown, okay? Or try to resolve it through diplomacy and tact, which I feel like, you know, now's the time to. But there could be some friction, there could be some flare-ups, but I actually feel like it's not going to last long, or it's something that could be resolved through clearing up of communication, okay? Clear communication could help with some sort of conflict or friction in the month of October. I mean, in general, but specifically October. Now, there's a wish. There's a wish coming in here for you in the future. But because there's been so many empty promises, you may be doubting this, because the Nine of Cups is showing up here in reverse, but it's showing up nonetheless. Now, when the Nine of Cups shows up, you're reflecting. And if there's a sense of dissatisfaction or restlessness, you're going to find or detour or pivot your energy to get to this dream. You're not giving up on it. I see that. You're not giving up because it may be closer than you think. The Nine of Cups, you know, is a close energy to, you know, all of those dreams manifesting for you, or being able to take that right direction or the next step towards that goal, that inspiration, that wish that you have. And it's here. So don't doubt it. Just pivot if you need to, okay? I feel like you're also not letting yourself down from a promise that you may have told yourself. Maybe you, Scorpio, have said, this is a dream that I have, even if it takes me, 20 years to fulfill it. I feel like you're not giving up on a dream, or that's the message here. Don't let other people hold you back from a dream. And don't let, the past beliefs or conditioning hold you back either. Because you're showing up here, your energy, you're all in. 7 of Wands. So we see jumping from the 5 to the 7. You're all in here because this is something that you believe in. It's something that you want. You're manifesting. This is a win-win and all-in attitude. This can also be defending yourself, standing up for your beliefs, protecting what you've created. It could be meeting a challenge head on and giving it a wink. I like that energy, right? It's saying, okay, I got this. I'm the one in control here. And I feel like what you are in control of course, is how you respond, how you take action, how you react. That's what you're in control of. And the more that you realize that and let go of what you cannot control, natural disasters, death, companies going under, whatever it may be, the things that you don't have control over, you're not worrying. You're over here building your dream. And the 7 of Wands is having the upper hand, right? Or living life on your terms, non-conforming. You don't want to conform anyway. You don't want to conform to the old because it doesn't work. It doesn't work with where you are going. And I just said this in Libran's reading as well. It would be like trying to wear that pair of shoes when you were 6 years old, but you went through a growth spurt from like 5 to 7, and you're still trying to wear that pair of shoes, but you're uncomfortable. It hurts. Your poor little toes are squeezed up against tight, and you're walking around all bow-legged because you are outgrown. You've outgrown a situation. It may be causing pain. It may be causing you to feel uncomfortable. It may be even making you angry. And I feel like you are upgrading here. There is an upgrade and you are all in. I like it. What's going on in your environment? We have a choice to make. We have a choice to make. 2 of Coins. But first, I feel like you've been reassessing your priorities. You've been reassessing. That's why you have the planner here. You're like, okay, what is the probability, right? Or what do I need to do to hit this number? What do I need to do, to be able to maybe retire at this age? I do see something here with numbers, so that could be significant. Some of you are going to see your numbers grow, or there may be a certain age. Maybe you're seeing numbers on the clock or on license plate. Pay attention. Numbers could be significant for you, Scorpio. Maybe even the number 8. That is infinity showing up right above the 2 of Coins. Some of you may be a life path number 8, or in a personal year 8, or 2025 is going to be well, let's see, we're in an 8 year right now, 2024. So I feel like you are highly inspired to take action now. Like it's your time to shine. No wonder we are rolling into Scorpio season towards the end of October. So this is reassessing your priorities, setting a new one, weighing up some pros and cons potentially. Multitasking, you may be comparing a few things at this time and taking a look at what balls you can drop. You've been juggling a lot of balls in the air. What balls can be dropped? What ones need to kind of stay up in the air? And so I do see that there could be a new opportunity, a new path, a new detour for you, or a pivot point when it comes to your finances, your money, and career. Yeah, there's a new direction. You're reassessing. The path that you've been on, I feel, isn't the same path that you are meant to go on. You're reassessing something in order to work smarter, in order to effectively utilize your time and your talents and your skills. So if there is a choice coming up in the month of October, take the path of least resistance, or take the path that you haven't tried before, because that's going to be the path that brings you abundance and happiness. Okay, trying something new here. And I see unlimited abundance with that infinity symbol floating right above the 2 of Coins. Now, what are your hopes and fears? disappointment, rejection, criticism, okay? 3 of Swords is showing up here. It can even be feeling closed off or unable to trust. Yeah, when we have the 3 of Swords come up as a fear, there could be some lingering, unresolved emotional pain that's causing you to not trust, feel bitter, or a little bit closed off from maybe joining forces or within oneself, because there's been a lot of rejection or there's been empty promises here, or you have felt let down. But the hope is to recover. The hope is to not let those past conditions, which you are working so hard on reprogramming, learning a new way, because your outcome here is the mother of all choices, quite literally, the Lovers. This is a euphoric choice. And we see in the environment that we have the choice coming in here for you. You may know, you may be planning, you may be preparing, but it's going to be a euphoric choice, not one that haunts you, not one that you look back on and you say, I wish I would have made a different choice. This is one that you're going to look back and say, why didn't I do that earlier? But I feel like you are right where you're supposed to be, and you're coming up to this pivotal piece of your money and career journey, and the heart is in it. When you manifest from the heart, this can bring long-term emotional fulfillment and satisfaction. When you manifest from the heart, this is something that, truly feels good and aligns with your path. Right? It aligns with your path because you're listening to your heart and soul here. Now, if you're manifesting from a place of fear, it could be a choice that haunts you. So you have a decision to make. But I see here with this card being in the upright, and I see you being all in, you're going to choose to manifest from the heart here and find that balance, making a calculated decision, but yet heartfelt, because that's what the heart is all about, is finding that balance. This is a hard choice, right? It can definitely be a difficult choice, but it's better than being stuck in a bad situation or one that you're ready to get out of. And I feel like you're making a choice that's going to be much better long term. Even if you don't quite see what the outcome is yet, well, I do. It's windfall, right? It's growth. It's really great for you. This is a good time to raise your vibrations. You're about to receive abundance, whatever that may look like for you, Scorpio. So this is beautiful energy. But it's going to take courage. It's going to take hope. It's going to take trust. Yes. All right. What do we have here for Scorpio? We have the Observer. So you're definitely keeping an eye out. You're definitely paying attention to things at this time. I feel like you could be making a move potentially. Is this by the end of the month here? I'm getting it could be even in Scorpio season, but let's take a look here. We have the Observer, card 49, and then I'll pull a timeline card for you, because I feel like these changes are happening now, but we're also seeing a pivotal time in 2025 for you as well. So that's why I want to pull a card to see what that looks like. All right. Endurance, strength, the long haul. Okay, interesting, because this is the Observer, and I actually flipped to Go the Distance card. So I feel like, and that's 47. So it's like backing it up a step and really reminding yourself that you have the endurance, the strength to go all the way with this situation. It's like 49. And that's interesting that I turned to that page. But 49 is all about perspective. It's about objectivity, neutral observation from a distance. So you are taking a look at things from a higher perspective here. It is an advantageous time for you to get some distance from what you're doing and see your work and projects from a different perspective. The trick is to connect to the essence of your goals and aspirations while letting the form and timing be dictated by spirit. You may be too personally attached to an outcome and unable to see the miracle because it's not turning out exactly as you planned. Trust spirit. The perfect version of your abundance is right in front of you. Remain neutral and curious and watch the miracle unfold. And that's what we see here as well. So because we have that strong planning energy, I feel like there's still a little bit of timing, divine timing as it says here. But I am going to read the protection message because there could be some strong beliefs around the Six of Pentacles, needing boundaries. This could also be, around reprogramming some beliefs around maybe help, resources. This can be exchange, helping others or being helped yourself and opening up to that. Ever think sometimes your life options are a suction cup to your face and you can't see beyond yourself? There's a big world out there, a multitude of potential realities that you're unable to perceive at the present. So you're a little stuck. It's time to get advice from someone you trust, someone who has a better perspective on your circumstances. Other points of view are needed now before you move forward. Take heart. A beautiful vista is waiting for you to drink it in. You just need a little help widening your scope beyond the small self. Okay, yeah. And that is you at times needing to stretch, remember, outside of the comfort zone. You've outgrown that pair of shoes. And now you may be shopping around for some new shoes because it's uncomfortable. And I feel like you have help here. So believe in it. Believe in this help. All right, let's get a few messages from your spirit animals. At this time, if you're able to safely do so, Scorpio, please close your eyes. Take a nice deep breath in from the solar plexus chakra, the belly area. Nice big inhale from your solar plexus. Hold it as long as you can and release through your mouth with a nice big sigh. And with your eyes still closed, tune into your third eye chakra, the area between your eyebrows and your forehead region. And I want you to imagine the first animal or animals that show up in your mind's eye. Now this could be an animal that flies high in the sky. It could be an animal that swims deep in the sea. Perhaps your animals are wild, magical, mystical, or even domesticated. This could be a pet that's crossed over the rainbow bridge, one that's visited through your dreams or even passed you in the great outdoors recently. This could be a pet or animal that you currently have at your home or by your side. There is no right or wrong answer, Scorpio. And if you need a moment, just pause the video and come back when you're ready. And for those of you that would like to be entered into the free monthly reading giveaway, all you need to do is drop your power animals in the comment section below the video, and I personally will enter you into that free reading giveaway. So please make sure you hit that subscribe and bell button so you don't miss that notification. All right, we have Chameleon Spirit, act as if. Act as if, put yourself in the energy of that which you want to manifest, okay? Because what you think about, you bring about. The action that you take is going to get you closer to your dream. So act as if, change that perspective. It's card 14 as well, which is Temperance. This can be about regaining your sense of control, self-control even. Act as if. Chameleon. Some of you are born on the 14th, the 18th, the 7th, or the 26th. Next we have Deer. Bring a gentle touch. This is about compassion and kindness. This is about self-care, nurturing yourself, and doing something that makes you happy. And I am also getting being of service to others in some way, shape, or form. Don't let the world harden you, is what I just heard. Don't let the world harden you. Don't let your conditions harden you. Flamingo says, embrace the in-between, because you are going through a transitionary period at this time. You're planning and preparing to jump timelines, and you are in between that stage right now where you're embarking upon a new path, but it does require you to embrace the unknown. And lastly, your final animal is the bee spirit, and it says sweet results awake. I mean, those bees, they work hard, don't they? The worker bees work very hard to create that honey and that honeycomb. And I feel like you're about to enjoy some of those sweet results. 7 is a very spiritual number. It's about insight, reflection, wisdom. And I feel like it's coming in here for you if it hasn't already. And you're going to love it. That's why you have the Lovers showing up as your outcome. I'm going to get a timing card because I feel like, yes, there may be a little bit of timing at play as you plan and prepare, but I want to take a sneak peek because I'm getting 2025 energy for you. Yeah, patience required. Patience required here. And then October, we're doing an October reading. It's almost as if the changes that are being implemented now are actually going to wield long-term results. So trust that you're going to see those results. By when can we get next year, Spirit? Okay, thank you. We have taking a break. You're going to take a break. There could be a little bit of a pause. And then we have maybe that break or travel or some shifts take place during the winter season here in the Northern Hemisphere. We roll into that winter season, December, January. And I do see here by May, okay, May, you're really going to be in that full vibrational frequency. It's like you completely transition into this new timeline. So it doesn't mean that you're not going to get a sweet taste of that success before that, not by any means. I just feel like, if you start writing that book now, you could publish it by May, right? If you start this course now, you could complete it by May. I feel like there's a big completion here around that time, and that's kind of what I was looking for, is the time frame in 2025. But you're starting it now in October. Patience, a little bit of patience is required. I do see that there could be a winter time break or travel or just taking a little bit of time for yourself. Now let's get a final few messages here, some final messages from your spiritual team, your guides. What do you need to know? We have create space. Create space, Scorpio. Where are you needing to clean and simplify your life? Is it your bedroom, closet, home, workspace, your schedule? When we simplify and declutter our physical space, we feel more expansive and calm in our internal mind. So some of you are definitely cleaning house here in a big way, or maybe even reorganizing your office. And that kind of goes hand in hand with the planning and taking inventory here, looking over your financials, maybe, looking at your resources. And I feel like you're needing to do that. Start today with one area that you can easily tackle and declutter. Your mantra: I make room for higher vibrational thoughts and feelings by having a clear space and mind. That's significant here. It says you were not born to settle in any area of life. Set yourself free. Embrace who you were born to be. Does your life feel constrictive or expansive? Pay attention to how your body feels in all areas of your life. Call it out. What's holding you back? What story do you have and why you can't have what you want? Journal how you may feel at home. Journal how you feel at work or etc. And really write these down. And I want you to write down the mantra if you can. If you're taking notes: I am free. I lean into expansion. And a big part of your reading talks about expansion. So it's beautiful that these synchronize with the energies. I am free. I lean into expansion. If it is on my heart, it is meant for me. I trust. Your outcome is the heart. It's the Lovers. If it is on my heart, it is meant for me. I trust. Trust could be a big factor for you, Scorp. And last but not least, we have freedom. What does the feeling of freedom feel like to you? What does it look like? Ask yourself, where in your life do you want to feel more freedom? Where are you currently feeling free? And what do you need to let go of? What do you want more of? This is your mantra for the month, I feel, of October and beyond. Well, I don't want to say beyond because that means you won't get to that point of freedom, but definitely during Libran season and Scorpio season, this is going to be really significant for you to shift the energy into this expansive freedom mindset. Today, I set myself free. I let go of what no longer serves me, and I move in the direction of what I want. This is also trusting yourself, Scorpio, to make decisions that are in your highest good instead of going back and second guessing or, changing that answer or not following through or letting other people choose for you. I feel like you are making a strong, solid choice. You're sticking to, the heart, what the heart wants and the soul here. And I feel like you're also creating more sacred space in your life. You're definitely creating more sacred space and raising your vibrational thoughts and feelings. So there is a little bit of a declutter happening here for you, a little bit of maybe a fall cleaning for some of you, or if you're in the Southern Hemisphere, a spring cleaning. But I feel like you are definitely creating space for more freedom, for more things that truly you love and that you want to focus on to enter your reality. That is what I have for you, Scorpio. If you like the reading, please hit that thumbs up button. It certainly helps get the divine channeled messages out there to those that need it most. It certainly helps build our soul tribe, which I'm so grateful for. I love seeing your interactions with each other and your comments. It really fills my cup. Now, if you haven't already dropped your power animals, now's the time to do so. And again, if you feel like you resonated, please hit that thumbs up button. It helps. Share, like, comment, subscribe. Thank you so much, Scorpio. Lots of love.